Hey guys, it's Gus, and I think everybody knows right now that Masterwork update is coming to console supposedly May 3rd, and it's here on PC already. And it's a big opportunity for everybody, new players, vets, crafters, everybody can generally make fortunes off of master crafting. Because generally the crafters who mass produce, they cannot farm enough materials in a day to make all the master crafting stuff they need. So they buy master crafting materials from the auction house, or they'll PM you and ask you if you'll trade them in bulk. And I'm gonna try to cover different ways that we can earn what you call guild marks to buy these. But first, I'm gonna show you this what I've been doing during this two-time progression event. Sorry, I'm getting a whole bunch of messages right now, and it's making me lose my train of thought. And I started here at 93%. Going up this hill gets between like 15 and 20%. So you go up this hill like 5 or 6 times, and you get a whole progression reward. So I just wanted to show you guys, because there's a lot of great places to farm, but I'm finding that this one is by far the fastest. And this, because the drops you get, you might get some doo-doo ones like a genie's gift or a blue, a blue insignia. But the rewards generally seem to be better than what we get from running any dungeon. So it's almost like more of a okay, we just got one. Now I'm just getting stuff for the next rewards. Yeah, let me show you. We got blue insignia. Like I was, oh shit. Okay, no, they. That's right. You can't keep pressing. Oh, the two worst gifts that I mentioned in a row. Yeah, unbind tokens are okay. Another genie's gift. Ugh. I'll take those all day. Epic companion. That's not bad at all. Yeah, cat's not worth a lot, but it will still sell. Blue ribbon pig. Those actually sell too. Okay, I think I have more. Oh, Como! Holy shit! Ooh, more unbind tokens. It's Christmas. So yeah, you want to do these progression rewards. They're well, it's fast because my tune is pretty decked out, so I can kill stuff really fast. But back to the purpose of this video, which is guild marks. Because getting the explorer charts and farming them is pretty easy. I mean, it's time consuming, but once you get it down, you can do a chart like every 2 minutes. And you're getting 24 materials from one chart, during events. So the only way to get guild marks in this game is to go to your mimic. And fortunately, our alliance, the Cobra Alliance, is extremely active. The problem with that is no guild you can donate anything. Everybody's capped out on everything. So generally, a lot of times during the two times guild marks, players will leave the guild to join another guild to donate and then come back, which is totally cool. They say, "Hey, I'll be back in an hour" or whatever, and I do it. Everybody generally does who does guild marks. So the only way to get guild marks is to donate to your mimic. And the only way to donate to the mimics is to have stuff the mimic wants. I'm gonna show you what I think are some of the best ways. So a lot of people already know that guildmark farming is by far the best way. Guildmark farming is when you and four other players form a brand new guild. They'll form a brand new level 1 guild. They'll donate to it all the cheap, easy stuff like professions and gems and surplus equipment. And then they'll get rid of the guild and make a new one. And they just keep doing that. I know of people who've earned 1 million in 2 days doing that, guild marks. I have not done it. I would do it. The game's stance on this was during a Ask Me Anything on Reddit. I asked them that, and they actually answered. And the way they answered was kind of cryptic. They said, for now, it is not a bannable offense. So, but the way they said it, for now, it made it seem like, it means it's kind of a gray line. So that's why I've never done it, and I probably won't do it until we know that it's totally acceptable. But when this game was first started and designed, every guild needed every resource. Like, who would have ever thought every guild was gonna be ranked 20 and there was no way to donate? So making guilds is almost the only way to get rid of a lot of the certain materials. But the thing that you go to the mimic, the big ones are these shards. There's 4 or 5 of them, and shards are a lot because when you donate 1 shard, so if we do, you get 10. I'm sorry, you get 10 guild marks per shard. But during a two-time event, you get 20 guild marks per shard. So if you donate these 130, instead of getting 1,300 guild marks, you get 2,600 guild marks. And you can get those from a number. The Every day I get 50 in the Stronghold. How do I get 50? So you come to this guy, and when you do a rack or RTQ, you get um, these 30 Dungeoneer shards of power. So you get 30 just for doing one random Q. And then when you do 3 heroics in your guild, you also get defending the stronghold, which is another 10. And then every day, oh, so that's 40. So now we're at 40. Every day you can do his quest, which is the longest part is just getting to it on the map. It's a 1 second kill. You get 10 more. You get these 10 heroic shards for doing that as well. And then if you do a major heroic, you get 10 more heroic shards, but you can only get that one a day. So 60 shards, which is 1,200 guild marks, 1,200 guild marks during a two-time event. So you the thing with guild mark farming is on. You can also do these, but this I just coincidentally happen to be done with that. That's another 10 you can do. Uh, so these usually come out, every 3 or 4 months. So usually during that 3 months, what you're doing is saving all your guild marks and then dumping them during the two-time event, and then buying these explorer charts. They're not going to be in here. They'll be in here May 3rd if we get the update. So we come here to the merchant, and you can buy these right here. Chart. No, am I at the wrong vendor, or is it this one? Is it the generalist? Scrolls, yeah. He's only selling these 2 right now, but we'll get the 3 of them from Sharondar, which I believe are 3,000 guild marks. So during a 20% off sale, there'll be 2,400 guild marks, and those 2,400 guild marks will get you 24 resources during a two-time professions event, and if you have the explorer boon in your guild. So one case will get you 24. And it depends which one you open. You can get Feywood Logs, the Troll's Earwax, Fireflies. There's 9 different materials we can farm from the 3 zones. But you need guild marks to get those. So the first way I just mentioned was getting the 50 or the 60 to 70 of the shards that you can donate. Another way is you can also do, and if you look on the map, um, if you go here to the map, all these heroics, you can do 5 heroics a day and get influence from every one of them. And the amount of influence you get goes down depending on I'll show you. But I'm going to, before I do this, if you happen to have, I wouldn't recommend buying it because you're not going to make as much as you're spending on this. But if you have the Stronghold Cleric, you get 10% more influence. So you do openness. Okay. Nah, I was doing some quests. Shit. One sec, guys. I gotta delete. Poop. Save these celestial bags. If you're gonna buy, if you're gonna buy the battle pass. Okay. Let's see if I can open these now. Okay. Get through this. Okay. So 150 influence plus the 10 heroic shards of power, but you can only get that once a day, and that's from a major heroic in your guild stronghold. So instead of getting 120, I got 132 because 10% of 120 is 12. 12 plus 120 is 132. And It goes down to 75, 50, or 35, and the last one's 20 influence. So you can get those. Now, what people with alts do is they get all those influence, and every one of those influence is worth a guild mark. During a two-time event, they're worth two guild marks each. So a stack of them is 2,000 guild marks, and I've been saving for a couple weeks now. When I heard about it, and hopefully this list gets much more so before May 3rd. But if you have alts and you have the stomach to do that, you can go on all your alts and just get those, 400 or 500 influence a day. And then also in your guild stronghold, you can host the Marauders, which is 600 influence. Now that is not affected by the two times um, influence, so you probably. But the good thing is you can keep farming those on all your alts, and any guild that hosts it in your alliance, you can farm it on your alts. So that's an easy 600. And then the other big thing, and this used to be every big and upcoming guild, every alliance, everybody did this. Like it was so bad that if you didn't show up and you were online, guilds would kick you for not showing up to Dragonflights. So you can do Dragonflights. Let me show how it works. So if you do a Dragonflight, when you beat them, you'll get the Stronghold, Strong Box of the Dragonflight, which is great because you get a voucher, and a lot of times it's influence. And when you open this box during a two-time influence, you get double influence. The problem with these is you have to spend Zen to open them, and what they take are stronghold these stronghold keys. So you can buy these are 60 each if you buy it in a pack of 5, or 50 each during if you buy it in a pack of 20. Undoubtedly, these will be 20% off during the two-time event, most likely. So instead of paying 50 diamond zen, you're paying 40 zen, which with the backlog blows. But back when, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, this is what everybody did, especially when they bought these during a 30% off. And Zen, was instant exchange and it was not 750. So these were relatively like dirt cheap. And everybody farmed the Dragonflight and got tons of influence from it. So there's Dragonflight, there's doing your daily influence, there's doing your 3 daily quests that can give you shards. And then another thing that's very common, or this is actually, if you're not guildmark farming, this is huge, and this is used to be what everybody did. So you would buy these stronghold chests of power when they were 30% off during a Black Friday, or 50% off when they used to have good sales. So instead of paying 300, you'd pay 240 for it. If you work that out, if you multiply that by the 750, or you use an exchange, they're relatively cheap. And what you get from here is you get 100 heroics, 100 conquerors, 100 dungeoneers, and 100 adventure shards. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you open this box during a two-time event, you get 200 of each shard. And then, so for those 200 shards, instead of getting 2,000 guild marks, you get 4,000 guild marks. So you're getting 4,000, 8,000, 12,000, 16,000 guild marks when you buy one Stronghold chest of power for 240 Zen with a coupon or during a Zelle. It's, with 16,000 Zen, or with 16,000 guild marks, you can divide that by 2,400. So you can buy 6 1/3 or 6 2/3. So you can buy at least um, six of the charts with that, and you're going to get 24 resources per chart. So that's 144 resources you can get with 240 Zen. And you got to think the lowest right now is 1,000, but a lot of it's selling for 5 to 10,000 each. Very subject to change, but let's just say you got 5,000 for each of your 144 resources. That would be 720,000 Astro Diamonds you could potentially make. Uh, Again, this is very subject to change because our we're in our infancy right now. Everything's very speculative because nobody knows what everything's going to be selling for on PS4. We don't know how many people have resources. We don't know what the demand's going to be for the MC3 um, craftable items we can make. We don't really know a lot. We're going to find out. Um, but like the Feywood are 5,000 each, and I got 7 stacks of those of 9.99. And how got I had two big major purchases of guild marks. The first one was is when they came out with teal diamonds. I think teal diamond they were dirt cheap on a stack of 99 of them or 500k. I mean they were. I got stacks of those, and the thing is most guilds had which you could donate gems. So I was just dumping, filling every guild in our alliance. I mean, I think I made almost 2 million guild marks just off of teal diamonds. But teal diamonds have gone up considerably since then, and finding space with gems is much harder now. And then the last time they had the Siege of Neverwinter, I got about 780,000 guild marks from just the vouchers that you get from the Siege. And this year, I'm actually going to hit it hard, and that's coming very soon. So if you had 780,000 guild marks, that by the 2,400. So I got about 325 Explorer charts from that, and then you multiply that times the 24, so 7,800 materials you could get out of that. um, the siege is very good. I know the guild mark farmers, they'll make way more guild marks just farming, making guilds, but I prefer the old fashioned way, because when you donate those guild marks to a guild, they need them, or the vouchers to the guilds, they need them. But again, this is perfectly timed. I mean, you couldn't ask for it to be set up any better. So the siege comes May 12th and ends June 2nd, and then uh, June 16th, so 14 days later, is the two times guild marks. So you're gonna farm the Siege of Neverwinter for 3 weeks, save them for 2 weeks, donate them, get two times guild marks for them, uh, and then at the same time, you're going to buy the Explorer charts for 20% off. So yeesh, this is going to be huge. This is going to be a monstrous. And don't open those chests of power now if you buy any. You open them during the two-time shards of power. You don't open the Dragonflight chests until the two-time influence, so that you're capitalizing and multiplying your gains. Uh, there's other ways, probably. Those are just my ways, and the most known ways. There's probably some other really tricky ways other people had to do it, but I don't farm for a living. But this event during the Siege of Neverwinter, with all those guild marks you can make, you could potentially make 40 to 50 million doing the siege and then farming the explore charts during the two-time event, if the demand is kind of high for them. People make fortunes doing this, and then they become like me and they stop doing it because they get so sick of it. But you can't lose. This is how. There's no quick way to get rich in the game unless you get super lucky, and this is generally the tested and true way that works every single time. There's only a couple of requirements. You have to be in a guild that's level 10 shop to sell these explorer charts, or you have to be a guild in your alliance has to be level 10 to sell these. And then you preferably, when the two-time event comes, you want to be in a guild with the explorer boon, because instead of getting two resources per node, you'll get four. So you'll get 24 resources per explorer chart. This is big money, everybody. And the last time I made a video on this, the last time we had I did explore charts, and I only did it for about 2 hours a night, and it was, at that time it was 51,000 diamonds a minute that I was making. Of course I didn't make that much because the prices plummeted, but they're still very good, and you can't go wrong. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.